Hello little pumpkins, my name is Imperson this person and this is another video of Vampire's Melody. And as I said before, I just trimming it out because I need like breaks. That's the only reason. Yeah, and so after we leave the blood bank, I follow Yella and the main road with the knapsack on my back as it sways from side to side. The streets at night are considerably more deserted compared to daytime. Yeah, I just started. Start with a thump. Ma, humming, yeah. So Yella is swinging her arms freely based on a jaunty gait accompanying those upper body movements. She seems to be in a very good mood. Well, she just got her food. Well, we almost lost our lives tonight. Do you think you can even hum a tune? We almost lost our lives tonight. Do you think you can even hum a tune? Yella becomes quiet immediately and turns around a full 180 degrees to stare straight at me. I'm warning you, don't kick me. If all these blood bags drop to the ground by accident, you will have nothing to drink.
興ざめだわ。そもそもどうして死にかけたのか考えてみなさいよ。
Okay. Yella is looking at me with contempt. Oh boy, maybe that wasn't the best option. Isn't that because I wanted to get all these for you? Otherwise I would be quite happy with the free bread that the nurse gave to me.
この恩知らず。あの看護師が24時間あんたを守ってくれるわけ？あんたのその酸っぱい体臭に耐えながらね。
Most likely if they pay for. I have a body odor! Well, everyone has. Most of everyone has. I leave my arm to sniff at it. You despicable vampire! I'm gagging at the smell. Gagging at the
主
smell.
人のせいにする気？愚木にはしつけが足りないみたいね。
Like this face. Before she finishes, I can tell that a heavy punch is being directed straight at my chest, carrying the wind with it. Wait! If you beat me to death, you will have no one to carry all these blood bags for you! I mean, she can't do it herself, you know? So I just received the wind blowing at me. Yes, fish stopped in front of my chest. Thank you for your mercy, Missy.
あんたとやり合うのは面倒だわ。
Now that you mention it, how I wish I could take a bath.
奇遇ね。私もよ。
It's rare. Oh boy. At present, a few cars with flashing red and blue lights are screaming loudly as they pass us. What is written on them? I never saw this type of cars before. They have special colors and several big letters written at the side.
警察じゃないかしら。
Okay, that's it. Yella turns her head sideways and looks on nonchalantly at the cars speeding past. They seem to be heading towards the blood bank.
どうして？
Are they going to arrest us?
怖いの？
I am! No, without a gargly voice. I should have done that. Ah, my bad. Then I tell her the reason.
育児なし。
It's natural. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I have never tangled with police until tonight. I mean, you ran away from some.
情けないわね。少しはご主人様に学びなさい。
Oh, what they were, just soldiers or whatever. I'm not an invincible vampire! Yella glares at me and elbows me. Don't be such a dick. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't have. Nah. If it were me, I would have never said anything, right? You know. Choices give me. Nah. Maybe we should find a place to rest and hide for a while. We'll be too obvious if we wander aimlessly along the streets.
バカね。さっきから探してるのがわからないの？
No. I see. You are searching?
300年前は多くの都市に旅人や商人が宿泊するための施設があったわ。 今も同じはず。
I never stayed in any of those before. I would need money to stay there.
お金ならあるでしょ。警備員からいただいたじゃない。
Oh boy. You're right! Oh boy. I retrieved the wallet from my pocket and count the money inside. You just rob the poor guy. I mean, he was actually, that guy was a dickhead. Like, like, those before were fine, but that those later on, like the both of them, the guard A, guard B, were fine, but the one in the toilet, no, he wasn't, not really. But at the same time, who knows? 10, 20, 30.
90。
Yella gives an answer while I'm counting each note. That's fast. You're clever too.
どういうこと？私があんたと同列だって言いたいの？
I mean, he was a peasant, so, well, yeah, kind of peasant. Working in the kitchen. Yes, I thought you are only stronger and faster than me. Yes, I thought you are only stronger and faster than me.
もういいわ。これだけ。
Sorry, is it recording? Yes, it is. Sorry.
あの看板、宿泊施設じゃないかしら。
Sorry.
もういいわ。これだけあれば泊まれるでしょ。
Okay. I wanted to say something at first, but she still talked about our immediate problem after all.
あの
The
看板、
place with it. Yeah.
宿泊施設じゃないかしら。
She's bright. And she's quick-witted. Let's hurry. Let's hurry there. We can finally bath. In mid. Well, they are not in medieval times, so they had kind of more hygiene. Oh boy, faces of other people in here are just so bad. We entered that hotel Lila pointed out. The entire lobby only has 2 chairs and a very small reception counter. A middle-aged man is seated quietly behind the counter and seems indifferent to our presence. He's preoccupied with a colorful book in his hands, and the book seems to have pictures of many beautiful women. You can see it from here. Damn. This person should be hotel's manager. Well, hello, may I know how much is a room for one night? 150 for a king room, 100 for a twin room, and 80 for a single room. The manager answers without looking up. They have a place where I can bath. King rooms and twin rooms have their own bathrooms. Single rooms don't have those. We can't bath. What should we do? We can't bath. It's so expensive. We only have enough money to stay in a single room at most. I have no choice but to look at Yellow to ask for her opinion. She pinches me.
ツインルームにしておきなさい。たった10元足りないだけだもの。2日もあれば返せるわ。
The manager lifts his head to look at me upon hearing our discussion. He notices Yela is behind me, and he has a puzzled expression on his face. Well, are you done with your discussion? I should have done. He opened eyes and scurry. Yes. Which one would you like? Would like a twin room. Ah, boy, it's gonna end up. Okay, let me see your identifications first. Identification? Country bumpkin. He clicks his tongue impatiently. Driving license, social security card, passport, any of these will do. He's simply spouting nonsensical things like an elderly barber. I can't understand him at all. Identification, driving license, security card? Ah, boy. Social security card. What are these? Yeah, shakes her head. She doesn't know either. Anyway, you need them, right? The manager can't be bothered to say anything. He just nods quietly. I think both will have, yeah, one who have the the more like most likely this will be a dead end, but you know, the hard way and the easy way. I mean, not the necessarily easy way, but I would say where to obtain them because it's already too late for lying. Anyone would be like, oh boy, they just said they don't know what are they, and now they try to what I don't know. At the same time, it's just an anime, right? So it usually goes like we forgot to bring. It's just find us an answer. No, I don't know. Both are just dumb. It's like choosing between. Oh, would you like to kick? Would you like to kick a bucket or just die? One is just straightforward, and the second one, like the first one looks poetically, and the second one is just straightforward, right? We forgot to bring where to obtain them. I guess where to obtain them would be the longest path. Ah, fuck it. I don't know. I wouldn't choose any of those options. I can't stay true to myself. Sorry, could you tell me where to obtain them, please? The measure is his head to look at me and yell all over before he snorts softly. Take this. He retrieves a stack of papers from the counter, takes out a small solid card from the pile and tosses it in my direction. I quickly step forward to catch it. Get out now that you have it. I will call the police immediately if you don't have any deposition the next time around. Oh, and a nice guy, actually. I stuffed the card inside my pocket. How come someone staying in a hotel without identification will be arrested? I asked the manager about it, but I turned to Yela instead. We lack something, and can you stay here?
知ってるわ。ちゃんと耳がついてるんだから。
You do? Impossible. Okay, we should go. We can only leave the hotel, sadly. And we end up on the deserted street once again. I take out the card that manager gave me out of my pocket. I mean, it's just an easy way, right? Yep, exactly. Branch B. It was the easy way, yeah. Like, I kind of skipped it. I wanted to go the easy way, so I don't know why, but Jesus Christ, it's just actually a thing. I was right. I don't want to be. All right. Mm,
こ
pocket.
れは何？
Yella leans over and we study the card with the words name card printed on them. What is written on it? What is written on it?
各種証明書、代行取得。0745。
Oh, there's a dark side of things. Alright. So maybe that was the bright side. I could have gone the bright side, but now I'm stuck with the dark side of things, so I would have ended up with the number of the back alley when we will have to go anyway. Yella reads out the words on the card. I think she'll know how to use this thing since she's the clever type. As a result,
この数字はどういう意味？
lol. If you don't know why Sir Dan, you have no idea either.
はあ、肝心な時に限って本当に役に立たないんだから。
Yella steps back as if she's lost interest, turning all of her attention away from the name card. What should we do now? Where shall we go?
脳みそ
So
がある
maybe
のに
not.
自分
We'll
で
see
考
what
えたら
happens. Missy, didn't you say I'm your troll? Okay. Is the servant supposed to listen to a master bidding? Master's bidding?
はあ
Yella heaves a deep sigh.
身分証っていうのがそんなに大事なものなら他の宿に行っても同じことでしょ。とにかく休める場所を探しましょう。街はまだ明るいわ。一晩中営業している店もあるはず。
Understood. You are understood. You are a really clever lady.
どうやってその年まで育ったのよ。
Yeah, that's true. We continue walking single file and head along the street towards a set of lights in the distance. Also on the okay. After wandering aimlessly, we arrive at the 24-hour restaurant offering pasta all day and stop to rest inside.
トマトパスタを一つ、フィッシュフライを一つ、パイナップルピザを一つですね。ご注文は以上でよろしいでしょうか。
Okay, I'm taking it back. The nurse looks like was really just a secondary, like not important character, just NPC that goes and fades away. Because we have the second one who talks, and looks like the author just wanted to make pretty girls stuck with you, because why not? And give them voices to, I don't know, say that there are many voice actresses in his work and ramp up the price of the whole thing. Do you serve any drinks here? Do you have Harlem root juice?
申し訳ございませんが、そのようなメニューはございません。
This face is those animations. Ah, it can't be. Don't people drink those in the past? Don't people drink those in the past? Okay, guarantee. They could relieve fatigue. People around my time love to bring a flask of Harlem root juice with them to relieve their weariness whenever they needed to do anything physically demanding.
お疲れなのでしたら、ブラックコーヒーはいかがでしょうか。
Kahi. Yeah, kahi. I don't know why coffee in Japanese is from with H in here. That's kahi. I guess it's just a misinterpretation. I look at it and the latest price for coffee in the menu. It's simply, it is simply daylight robbery. Never mind. I like to have a glass of water.
かしこまりました。では、全部で22元でございます。現金になさいますか？それともカードでお支払いでしょうか？
She must be expecting me to pay in advance. The restaurants in this era are so calculating. Can't they allow patrons to finish their meal before settling their bill? Can't they allow patrons to finish their meal before settling their bill? I mean, some do that, you know, and it actually looks like the other type of restaurant, you know, the Swedish table. I know how to call it, but it looks like they just right. Well, whatever. I take out the wallet and hand her 3 notes with the number 10 printed on them.
お預かりいたします。少々お待ちくださいませ。
The waitress prepares to leave, but Yela quickly stops
ちょ
her.
っと待って。いかがいたしましたか？
Oh, a conversation.
この名刺に書かれている番号は何かしら？
Brazen. Yeah, covers the other words in the card and only shows the waitress that set of numbers. She's quite clever though.
この辺りの電話番号みたいですね。
They are weird. Like everyone should know in the city that a pair of really weird people are doing something. Really, it will be so easy to know now. The waitress leans closer to look at the card and gives her answer. And also, police is kind of useless in here. Can they really find them? It should really take
外
them
の
a
電話
seconds.
ボックスからでもか
Take them
けられ
seconds.
ますよ。電話番号って何？
Nani? Huh? Ila raises my question for me. Like, what? The waitress frowns in disapproval, and she automatically sizes Yella up. That look resembles a washerwoman from a city regarding a milkmaid from the countryside. The waitress frowns in disapproval, and she automatically sizes Yella up. That look resembles a washerwoman from a city regarding a milkmaid from the countryside.
ああ、
Suddenly, she seems to have counterization and claps her hands.
なるほど。自然主義の宗派の方でしたか。
Sorry.
え
何
成人したら外の世界を見て宗派を抜けるかとどまるか決めるんですよね。
I mean, if there is something like that, which actually sounds quite probable. Oh boy, poor kids of those. I mean, if they have the possibility, it's just not they are actually not so poor. Well, kind of, but I mean, it is really handy for them.
私たちは
Yes, we are. It would just explain everything. I quickly speak for Yellow why the waitress is still excited. Well, it certainly would be exciting to see those people like that, alright? Since we can't afford to let others see through us at this juncture, I will give Yellow a wink.
なんて言うんでしたっけ。あ、そうだ。ウォーカー。ウォーカー人だわ。
Wokas are really good crisps, alright? I said it with an American accent with English words. It's weird. It feels weird. It really feels weird. So wokas are really nice crisps, mate. Alright? I didn't have to admit, but you know, wokas are really nice crisp, alright? Alright. Alright. Yeah, alright. Sorry. Right. So please tell us. Right. So please tell us about the telephone number and how to use the thing. How to use the
す
thing.
ごく簡単よ。この数字の通りに電話の数字ボタンを順番に押せば話したい相手とつながるわ。
But it would really explain a lot of shit. Looking at the waitress while she answered our questions, I could tell that she really enjoys helping others. Cute at the same time. Maybe I actually missed the plot. Like, you know, maybe there was more with the nurse, but they just decided to hide the restroom, and maybe there was with something with nurse, not the guards, or maybe no, well, like maybe she could have heard something like now she was out. Here, I don't know. I'm just keeping a lot of storage, so. Really? Ah, that means we can also find someone who is far away?
ええ、できますよ。すごいでしょう。
If we use that thing called the telephone or whatever, can we reach someone from the old continent?
旧大陸。ああ、海の向こうのことね。ええ、私が生まれる前からできるわよ。
Thank you, we really appreciate it.
ごゆっくりどうぞ。
The waitress smiles and nods at us before leaving.
ウォーカー人のレイランは涼しい顔で嘘をつくのね。
Walker, Rylan. Shh! Can you see I did that for both of us?
そうね。でも私に嘘はつかないで。もし
She will
そ
die.
んなことをしたら
She looks around before taking the opportunity to bare her fangs when no one is paying any attention to us. I won't dare! Don't frighten me, Missy! The telephone sounds really amazing though! I should have given more pause between saying that. I quickly changed the subject while laughing nervously.
あんなに驚いたりして、ここには見たことのないものなんてたくさんあるんだから、早く慣れた方がいいわ。
That seems to be a satisfactory answer for her. She didn't pursue the matter further, but she continues with the subject instead.
長
Well,
い
she doesn't
間
care
生きて
really.
きたけど、たかが300年で科学技術がこんなに進歩するとは思わなかったわ。車にしても、銃にしても、電話ってい
You
う
know
も
they are
のも
called
ね。
cars? From where? Gun is just word I guess they used before also, but you know the word car? What? Really? What? Yes! And who would have guessed that a primitive man from 300 years ago and a vampire had entered a world 3 centuries later to commit all sorts of crimes? Good
そう
joke.
じゃないでしょ
Yeah, damn right, good one. I give you it, a good one. Yela chuckles softly. I wonder if there are any changes in the way they prepare the food. It would be nice if only Mr. Cook is still around.
すごく大切な人なのねいつも彼のことばっかり
He's taken his virgin. Yes, he's like my father to me. Yes, he's like my father to me. I regard him as my own father because I don't know who are my natural parents.
そう
But, like, not like soda, like sad or anything. Like, yeah, whoopsie daisy. I want to ask her, but I don't care. She actually cares. Just not right voice acting, I guess, or whatever. She turns her head to look out of the window and mutters.
運命は人それぞれね
Oh, she actually kind of looks at it from a wider perspective. Yeah. After a short period of silence, both of us are looking out of the window at the street outside. Well, those short, like, things are just hard to do, I guess. I need to learn. After a short period, they are still preparing our meals. Let's try the telephone.
えい
I
い考
staggered.
えね行きましょう
I staggered. Fuck. Thus, we entered that phone booth that the waitress pointed at to us earlier. The small booth has a small machine hanging at one side, which I haven't seen before. Its exterior has numerous buttons with a number printed on each of them.
このボタンで番号を押せばいいのね
Ea points at the card in my hands. I nod and move aside to allow her to operate the device.
こうすればいいの
Ela begins to look through the number of the card, or numbers on the card. Press each button on the machine once, and the device will produce the sound of a metallic object hitting something each time she pushes the button.
それからどうするの
The phone becomes quiet again when she's done pressing every number. We look at each other and wait for quite a while, but we don't hear anyone speaking.
どういうこと
Did you operate it wrongly?
あんたがやって
Yela checks the card at my chest and moves aside in response. I study the phone closely. It has something black next to the buttons. Maybe that is a crucial thing. What's this? Seems it can be retrieved. I take the black object. The thing has two heads and tiny holes on top. Maybe this is a crucial thing to speak across long distances.
余計なこと言ってないで早くやりなさいよ
I place one head against my ear and the other head happens to reach my mouth. Hello there! But no sound's coming out nevertheless.
なんなのよも
Shut up. Yella is getting impatient and begins to press the buttons at random. However, the phone still isn't responding. Is the thing out of order?
うまったく便利なものかと思ったのに面倒なだけじゃない
How about try asking the waitress one more time? Yella's eyes pop wide open upon hearing my
ず
suggestion.
いぶん知恵をつけたじゃない
Oh. Oh, I know you don't lie, but don't be such a... Thanks to you.
よく言ったわ
Okay.
行くわよ
Yellow opens the phone booth glass door and steps out indifferently. I placed the black object back down the device. Oh, he's staggered so much. I place the black object back on the device and follow her back into the restaurant. Anyway, that was what happened.
初めてだとよくわからないわよね。
She's too
一度
nice.
教えてあげるわ。
Kill them. Please. Please. Wow, thank you very much. A waitress agrees to help us make a phone call after we describe what happened. And we bring her to the phone booth.
まずはここにコインを入れるの。
Huh? Coin? I search through the wallet and find a coin in the corner side a compartment. Will this do?
ええ、それでいいわ。
I insert the coin into the opening and can hear the clinking sound of metal.
じゃあ、受話器を持ち上げて、
So this black thing is called a receiver.
それから順番に番号を押すの。
ええ
Yella checks the number on the card and presses each button carefully.
できたわ。
Oh, it's working! Now, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of it. Please.
よかったわ。それじゃあ、
Okay,
通
nice.
話の邪魔になるから、またね。
ありがとうございます。
The waitress nods and threatens the restaurant. The receiver produces a series of picky noises, followed by a person's voice from the earpiece before long, and its immense voice. Hello, Aid Vacuum Cleaner Company. Hello. Yes? Heard you could help with identification matters. Yes. That's great. How did they go about it?
なんて言ってるの？私にも聞かせて。聞かせなさいってば。
Don't butt in. I have no choice but to place the receiver in a position where both of us can hear the voice over the earpiece. Sorry, please continue. Sorry, please continue. We only work on driving licenses for now. We can't do passports and social security cards for the time being. Then we'd like to have driving licenses for 2 people. That will be 500 for each person. 500? And we 1,000 for 2 people. Those paper notes are worth so little. We'll need 1,000. We'll need 1,000. I look at Yella and whisper the amount to her after moving the receiver away. She furrows her eyebrows. Isn't that a bit expensive? Can you give a slightly lower price? Hey buddy, we can't make it any lower. Lately the border has been very harsh in the clampdown on illegal immigrants. We are taking a risk by running this kind of business. We're not illegal immigrants. What are illegal immigrants? I'm not concerned about that. I only care about money. Pay me and everything will be fine. Yella quickly shakes her head. We'll think about it and call you again. Suit yourself. I hang up the phone and shrug. I mean, really? Maybe it's just so hard to get his number? No, it wasn't that hard to get his number, although the guy in the reception was extremely shady. But then I knew it was shifting. But the problem is they are not really keeping it secret today. Without it's simply daylight robbery.
まあ、いつの時代もお金がないと何もできないってことね。私の地下室を荒らした奴ら。
Yeah, we'll be really.
捕まえたら火あぶりにしてやるんだから。
I mean, she probably would have problem anyway with because her riches were different from what they pay now, right? I gather they all have all died a long time ago.
イライラするわ。
They certainly did become rich out of that. Yella sighs and steps out of the phone booth, leaving me all alone to stare at the back of a and out vampire girl as she returns to the restaurant.
どうぞ。以上でお揃いですね。
Our dishes arrive shortly after we return to our seats in the restaurant.
ごゆっくり食事をお楽しみください。
Thank you. The waitress nods and departs. I sniff the antique fried fish. The fish it is cooked in fragments, sizzling hot oil. Smells so wonderful, and the fish looks so shiny. I can tell it will be very tender and delicious. In addition, the red tomato sauce, parsley leaves, and in addition, the red tomato sauce, parsley leaves, and the golden-colored pasta strings complement each other well, enhancing the flavor in the pasta's sweet and sour taste. I'm a bit curious at this pineapple pizza. You did what? I wasn't really paying attention before, but you did what? You ordered a pineapple pizza? I like you did. I also like pineapple pizza. Yeah. It's good. Will I get my YouTube channel down before saying that? Shit. But pineapple pizza is good! You fucking imbeciles! It's just freaking good, and if you say any more words, you gotta get to the hell out of my shop! I know what I said, but I just wanted to say that pineapple pizza is incredibly, explicably, and definitely beautiful piece of art. It satisfies any kind of hunger and makes your internal and external feelings better. I don't know what to say. I just pineapple pizza is just good, and if anyone says otherwise, they are just dumb and don't know shit. I'm surprised that it's really a pizza with pineapples scattered on top. What is this thing? Is it used to humiliate an actual... Fuck you, dude! Fuck you! It's good, alright? It's good! Fuck you! Kill him now, girl! Kill him! He doesn't get it! How should I put it? Things have really improved a lot since my time. At least they look good. Would you like to try some? Oh, improved, yeah. Pizza is improvement of a normal pizza. It's an improvement. I really do hope that you stay that way, my dear boy. Pineapple pizza satires your very soul. If you don't have a soul and you don't have a pizza, don't like this pizza, you don't have a soul, alright? That's just a fact. Fuck you.
結構よ。これだけ頼めばもう飢え死にはしないでしょうね。
Also, yeah, that's true. He otherwise should have done things. Yella narrows her eyes. I'm a chef after all, and we need to know the dishes people eat in this era.
いいわ。ゆっくり食べなさい。
I'm going to help myself then. I'm going to eat in huge mouthfuls. You idiot, you are not a chef if you eat in huge mouthfuls. I'm finally having a proper meal for the first time over these 2 days, and I can't help shedding tears over it.
食べる時も泣くの
Yeah, he is weak.
弱虫なんだから。
Yowamushi pedal. Yeah. Sorry.
口に物を入れながら喋らないでよ。
I don't have a thumbnail. Fuck. Yella rests her chin on one hand and looks out of the window. I wonder what she's thinking. I bring a slice of pizza into my mouth, shifting my gaze away from Yella. It just so happens that a black box hanging on the wall outside of the restaurant has a picture of a person that seems to be moving and can't even speak. It's so surprising I nearly choke on my pizza slice. I quickly drink a mouthful of water to calm down.
何焦ってるのよ。誰もあんたのを取ったりしないでしょ。
No, do you, do you know that thing can possibly cause a person inside? I pointed at black bugs.
知らないわよ。どうせこの時代のものでしょ。他には誰も反応してないし、大騒ぎするだけ無駄。
Yella just gives the thing a passing glance before she returns to look out the window. Right, I have to get used to it. I decide to look a little longer and get used to it. The person in the box seems to be talking about us right now.
なんですって？
Yella appears a bit shocked upon hearing it and turns to look at the black bugs. This evening at around 8:15 p.m. Unidentified suspect broke into Essex Art Pharmaceuticals blood bank at 277 Garden Street. The suspect injured 3 security personnel and stole blood from their depository worth around. Is it right?
そうね。こんなに早く？
I would say even I'm surprised they didn't catch you yet. They had enough time. These 3 security personnel have been sent to hospital. Yeah. The 3 security personnel have been sent to a hospital for observation, and they are in stable condition, but they claim they could not remember anything at the time, as if they had developed a short-term memory loss. Oh, so she jabbed him also this way, huh? Investigators believe this could be the work of the local cold order of fresh blood. The police would like to remind everyone to be careful when out at night and avoid colds. Oh boy, there are so many colds here. This is today's breaking news. Next, we have a speech by President Hobbs for our military operation overseas. A fresh wave of ice strikes. When the report on us ended, I shifted my attention away from the box, which has a man with blonde hair appear on the back. Mr. Trump, you can't even make people lose their memories. You can even make people lose their memories when you suck their blood?
ええ、そうしたくてしてるわけじゃないけどね。
It's so convenient. Oh, I see. You didn't suck my blood because you were afraid. You didn't suck my blood because you were afraid I would forget about you. Is that right?
はあ？バカなこと言わないで。あんた程度のしもべなんていくらでも代わりがいるわ。
That's what my friend said also when he introduced me to LOL. Now, we are both trolls. Yella turns away in half. I'm actually a Dota player, but you know, I'm taking below LOL because Dota is just boring recently, like for the last 3 years. Ha! LOL at least has some proper lore that I can dive into. I like lore. Dota's lore is fine, I guess, but that's not the best. I didn't know you are a lady who is afraid of being lonely. It's so cute.
次行ったらこのテーブルにあるもの全部あんたにぶちまけてやるわ。
Don't waste all this good food. I'd hate to see them get ruined. I shut up.
黙りなさい。
She glares at me. Looks like the police in this area are riding those metallic-skinned vehicles, and will arrive very quickly if anything happens. We need to be extra careful. We need to be extra careful from now on and stay out of trouble. I think I should end it, but I don't have done the thumbnail yet.
私はあんたと違ってバカじゃないの。
We should end. I'm staggering. I'm just worried that you may lose control of yourself. The waitress serves the waitress serves several glasses of water, which quenches my thirst after I finish everything on the table. It feels satisfying to have such things that I never had before. Yes, the next question.
コックさんってどんな人なの？
Why are you asking this question all of a sudden?
気になっただけよ。悪い？
He was an easygoing and strict man. His culinary skills were impressive, yet he would often quarrel with his customers.
なんか性格悪そうじゃない。どうして父親になってくれたの？
Pedophilia. Sorry. Actually, he was very nice. Although I had lived in his former small town when I was a child, I wasn't born there. I was born in the old continent, but I never saw my actual natural parents. I stayed in an orphanage from the time I could learn about things. Mr. Cook adopted me after that, so he became my father and brought me to this new continent.
旧大陸で生まれて新大陸で育ったってわけね。
That's because the old continent would often have wars for many years. Mr. Cook's wife and daughter had already died. My natural parents probably met a similar fate as well. Later, they said the new continent on the other side of the ocean had a sanctuary of light filled with hope, so Mr. Cook brought me here.
そうね。当時人間たちは旧大陸を混乱に陥れ、そしてついに新天地を見つけた。
Mr. Cook heard that the peasant would go to a sanctuary of light after they died, so he thought his wife and daughter would be at the new continent. Hence, he decided to cross the ocean and settle in a place close to them.
それでやってきたはいいけど、ここも光の浄土ではなかったということね。希望に満ちた聖域だなんて、人を騙すための看板に過ぎないわ。そして新大陸までひどい状態に。
Who could have foreseen that? At first, we thought of leading a peaceful, settled life, yet the good times didn't last long, and a new war broke out not long afterwards. I shook and smiled bitterly. What about you? My story is very short, but I remember you come from a more distant place, right? Your story should be very long.
私は人の世に生きるヴァンパイア。
Okay.
長く生きられるけど、堂々と過ごせるのはほんの数日だわ。残りは闇に隠れて生きるだけ。
At least you could take an entire vault to store your treasures. God knows how many lifetimes would need to accumulate that amount of wealth.
もういいでしょう。過ぎたことよ。一日中走り回ってあんたも疲れたでしょ。休みましょう。
You should take a nap too. I stretched myself on hearing her reminder. Indeed, fatigue will take over after a full meal. You know what? I do. For fuck's sake!
寝なさい。
Yella looks out of the window, lost in thought again. Good night. I glanced at her, used both hands as a pillow, and slowly drifted off to sleep after resting my head on the table. You really can't do that, Robert, okay? The next morning, we were woken up by all the noise from the restaurant staff handling the furniture and eating utensils roughly. Upon looking around, I noticed that the waitress from last night is gone. A burly man is in her place instead. Did he stare at us just now? Ella covers her mouth and yawns.
カジノでチップを買わなかったら同じような目で見られるでしょ。
Well, yeah.
そうしましょう。
Ow! Ow! I can feel anything on my arm. My arm suddenly feels numb when I stand up. Well,
バカね。椅子に横になって寝ればよかったのに。
did you just raise that? Uh, how come I didn't think of it?
ボケっとしてないで出るわよ。
Hmm. Since Yela is urging me to leave, I shake my arm a few times and step out of the restaurant to greet a new day. My whole body is aching.
そうね。こんな生活は続けられないわ。
Yes, to fall apart is right. I nod in agreement and point at my aching limbs and back. Okay. But the pain will probably kill me if we have to spend every night this way. It will smell so bad, even the dogs may despise us if we continue like this. Like this. Yella didn't argue with me. She seems to have recognized the fact that she has a strong body odor on herself as well.
少し前まで広くてふかふかのベッドで寝てたのに。
Don't vampires sleep in coffins?
時代遅れの年寄りヴァンパイアは格式を重んじてそんなことをするみたいだけど、私は違うわ。
Really? We chat along the way until Yella stops in her tracks when we pass a 5-story apartment.
賃貸アパート。寝室、リビング、浴室、家具家電付き。バッグ一つで入居可能。月々1500元。
She's attracted by an advertisement signboard in front of an apartment. What?
1500元ってことは1日で計算すると50元よ。宿に泊まりよりずっと安いわ。
We don't have that amount of money.
それはそうだけど。
I count our money. We only have 70 left. What should we do then?
どうするか。お金。お金よね。
Yella frowns, shut her eyes, and begins to mumble. Mumbo jumbo. We can't possibly rob others all the time. Oh boy.
奪う？それだわ。お金を奪えばいいのよね。それなら得意よ。ああ、ついてないやつはドイツかしら。
Wait, look around you. Did you notice a police car with those wailing noises would pass us every few minutes? Do you think they will allow you to rob anyone as you please?
バカね。警察の前で動くわけないじゃない。一人でいるやつを狙うのよ。
No, aren't you a vampire with your principles?
じゃあ一人でいる悪いやつを探しましょう。
Lone criminals. Wow. Criminals?
それに警察が一人二人来たところで私の敵じゃないわ。
Sure,
まとめて片付ければいいのよ。
It feels as if we've strayed off topic. No, that's not important. The main thing is we can only gain so much if you go around robbing others and we will risk drawing too much attention on ourselves. You said you could deal with a few policemen, but it might take you notice if you keep committing crimes. It happens, we'll have more than just a few problems in our hands.
だからさっきは遠慮して言っただけ。警察もただの人間だもの。100人来たって同じよ。
Overconfident. Sorry. It's because our opponents weren't prepared. Based on the serious weapons they have now, 10 of them will be quite tough for you. Let alone 100.
臆病者が私に指図しないで。役に立つことを言わないなら黙ってなさい。
Please don't die. I'm not a coward, but I'm not really in a hurry to die either. Yella waves her hands condescendingly and motions for me to be quiet. Here's what I think. If we really want to rob someone, the first thing we should do is avoid any confrontations with the police.
当たり前でしょ。役に立つことを言いなさいってば。
And we should rob a rich one, not any random passerby. Think about it. People normally carry limited amounts of money with them, and the guard only had a few $10 notes the other time. Yella simply nods and isn't raising any objections, so I lick my lips and continue with my explanation. However, people need to buy things at shops and make their payments there, so those places should have far more money stored inside than any person you see on the street.
いいわ。
She
これは私のしもべね。肝が据わってるわ。小心者のあんたが心配で大きな目標にはしなかったんだけど、あんたがそう言うなら儲かっててついてないお店を探しましょう。
No, don't forget the police. We need to avoid them.
店を襲うなんて派手なことしてどうやって警察を避けるのよ。
Of course we can't. We can't do it in the city since the police are on patrol everywhere. But we passed a rundown suburb on our way here from your estate. I remember we didn't see anyone in uniform, let alone a police car there. Oh boy. Suburb? Right. We are now certain that our target is a store in the suburbs when we deduce along these lines. We'll not only avoid the police, but we can also gain a lot of money in one robbery. Well, in suburbs, not really. But
あんた
Yella is staring at me quietly. Why?
一晩でこんなに賢くなるなんて。あんた本当にあ
No,
の間抜けなしもべ。
you are just down. Okay. What do you mean? I've always been this way. I never changed at all. I never changed at all.
ちょっと褒めたらすぐいい気になって。悪くない案だけど、口より行動の方が大事よ。
I don't want to be a criminal here. Alright, let's go then! Alright, so let's print screen this and thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If not, please give me a dislike. And what can I say? For now it will be the end. I don't know when I start recording again. Maybe it won't be the end. Maybe I just end the whole story today or tomorrow. Today after tomorrow. I don't really know. For now, all I wish for you is not to die out there. Goodbye, pumpkins.